So this is my version of doing my roses. I personally do a 5 bead pattern or 5 petal pattern. So for the bottom, you're gonna need, I'm doing these colors so it's easier to follow. So you need 10 of red, 10 of purple, 5 of pink, 10 of blue, 10 of yellow, 5 of silver. For the actual petals, you'll need 12, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. The advantage to doing 5 petals is the numbers are a lot easier. So for the bottom, the first thing you do is not have a knot in your string. Put on the 10 beads. Pardon the dog barking in the background. We have an overly cautious, barky dog. And then you tie it. I do a surgeon's knot, so once, twice, pull tight. Then you're going to make this kind of into a 5-pointed star, which looks kind of funky when your hands are in the way. Then you do another surgeon's knot, so cross, pull through once, pull through twice, pull tight. You have this little 5-point star looking thing. And then I always go, you leave the tail. You want the tail. I always go back through. And then I have a really long string, sorry. The next set of colors, you're going to go purple, pink, purple. So it's going to go purple, pink, purple through the next little uppy part. And then you bring this to a point. And you're going to do that all the way around. You can hit pause. Okay, and I'm on my last one. I had to get assistance with the camera angle, so I'm sorry if it ever adjusts oddly. And go through. Now you have a 5-pointed star. You go up through the purple, up through the pink. And this one's going to be the bigger petals, so it's going to be blue, yellow, silver, yellow, blue. The color you start with, you always go in that order because that's the petals. I'm doing it like this so the petals are going to touch the beads that they're on. So like the silver petals will touch the silver, the yellow petals, the yellow, so on and so forth. It'll make it a little easier to track what I'm doing. Ah! I dropped it. You can pause. Okay, I'm on the last one, so it'll be blue, yellow, silver, yellow, blue. I pre-counted out all my other beads, so I'm just going to end up probably dumping those onto this plate. This one will go through the pink. And then I like to weave back down to the fun tail. So through the purple, through the red, through all the way straight through these reds. Just makes it easier to weave back to that tail so you don't have a whole bunch of knots floating around a flower. My tail came out over here. Right now I'm coming out over here. So I'm going to go from here, here, and all the way around. So through all these reds, those two, and those two, and then back through this one. Make sure you pull it nice and tight. The tighter this is, the better your rose will be. I'm using like friendship bracelet string. You can use fishing line. You can use stretchy string. I would only recommend doing that on the petals. Friendship bracelet string works best because you can keep a nice tight pull. So you're still going to want to keep one of these tails. I'm going to keep the longer one. But this will be your base. Okay, so this is going to be your best friend. It's a yarn threading needle. You can get them at Michael's. You can get the little plastic ones. Those are really nice and cheap. They're like $3 for like 3 or something like that. I have a metal one. I also have like 30 plastic ones wandering around somewhere. I swear I lose them all the time. This will be your best friend in doing these. Most people have these to do their candy anyways, but figured I'd bring it up. So to figure out the length of string you're going to want, I normally figure out the, go like this so I can get a rough estimate of how big the flower is, and then measure out, I think I do like 8 folds. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would do about 8 folds purely just so you can have more. More is better than not enough. So the first one you're going to do is go through the silver. You don't want to tie a knot on this end. You want to leave a tail. I just hold it between 2 fingers. And these petals are going to be 8 beads each. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 silver through the next bead and pull. You want to keep this tail because when you get all the way around, you're going to tie it. So this will be your anchor. So hold that down. It's okay if you let those kind of hold loose while you do this bit. It fell out. Come on, there he goes. You can always pull it tighter later. You need something to hold on to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The petals are going to go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. It's really easy numbers to remember. It's really easy counting. I like it because it's easy. It's pretty and it's easy. Pause. Okay. So last petal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I had already pulled tight this, but what you basically do is if you pull on the string, you get it just at the right angle, this string will pull in too. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do another surgeon's knot. So cross over. Sorry about the cat. Pull through once, pull through twice, and tighten. These are your first rows of petals. Again, with pull through once, pull through twice. If you do a surgeon's knot, you don't need to tighten more than twice. Then you can cut off this tail. You don't need that anymore. There's your first one. So, your next ones, this is where it gets a little tricky. You go through that silver bead, and you go through this first yellow. This is where this part of the listing, it says this one's each one, so you went through each silver. This one's skip 1, so you're going to put on 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then you're going to skip this one and go through this one. So you skipped 1. And it'll look like this. I'll show you again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Skip this one, go through this one. So if you see how this one, you came out, this one just on the right hand side of that bead, that's going to be the one that you'll go to. It's easier to just remember skip 1, but just in case you're visualized versus numberized. That's also how you can remember it. I'll show you one more time on the yellows. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So if you look on the pattern, it says you're also going to do skip 1 for the pink, each one for the blue, skip 1. Oh, I got these two mixed up. It's supposed to be skip 1 for the blue because it's going to go the next color. I'm reading it wrong. My bad. So each one was the silver. Skip 1 is the yellow. Skip, please ignore this. I wrote it wrong. I apologize for any jostling. There's a cat. This is Alice Cheshire. She's customer service. If you have an issue, call her. 4, 5, 6, 7. And thank you to my cat. I am missing beads. I love you, Alice. I really do. I think it's because when I wrote it up, I wrote them up wrong. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 4, 5, 6, 7. Nope, just missing beads. Figures. So the last 7 beads, you're going to go through this one that you started with and down through the next blue. So that blue that's right next to the yellow you started on. And then this row is going to be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You skip this blue and go through this blue. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip this blue, go through this blue. When you have a color that's got doubles like that, you're going to skip 1 and go through 1. So the next color that you're going to do that for is the purple. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, cat, 6, skip this one, go through this one. Pause. Last row of blue, here's 6, skip this blue, go through this blue. Okay, now you're going to do the pinks. So you're going to go through this pink. Which will help pull this nice and tight. And my string got tangled. So now you're on 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's only 5 of these beads, so you're going to go through the very next pink. And you're going to do the same thing. These ones are always going to be faster. We're getting to less amount of beads, so it'll of course be faster. 5 beads through the pink. I recommend the first time you make a flower, make a funny looking flower so then you can figure out the colors. It makes it a lot easier to practice. Pause. So, last row, 5 pink, from this pink to the pink you started. Now it's gonna get a little tight in here. So the purple ones, we're doing 4 beads. So you gotta take from that pink, go through that first purple. And you do 4 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip this purple, go through this purple. So you skip one, go through the next. Four beads. Skip this one, go through the next. Four beads. Skip one, go through the next. Two more purples. Two more purple petals. 4 purples. Skip this one, go through the next. And see how my string's getting shorter? 4 purples. Skip one, go through the next. And you're going to go through that top red one that's right there next to it. Right like that. So this purple and the red one right next to it. Now here's a cheat. Take this needle, drop it through the center, and go from the back. So the one you're coming out of is this one here. You're going to put on 3 of these weird red ones, skip 2, and pull it through. It's gonna be a pain, I promise. Pull through. The reason why you did it on the back is because now you can take this, slot it through the hole, pull it up, and you have a petal. So, put on 3 more, skip 2, go through the next, pull, push through the center, and you gotta wiggle it. Just a little wiggle. And then sometimes you can fit 2 more. This one I'm only gonna be able to fit 1 more. But put on the 3, skip 2, come through this one, which will be right next. If you did it pretty good, when you come through this one, push it through. So now you have the 3 petals on this side, and I came out right next to my blue tail. Sometimes you'll come out around the other side. You can either tie it across or weave through the beads like I did before. But that's what that tail's there for, so you can surgical knot it. This one I'm going to do 1 extra just to be safe. And then you snip your tails. There you go. If you guys ever have questions, just leave a comment or send me a message. I'm on Facebook, Athena's Custom Candy. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Thanks, you guys.